Let's roll to play number 2. I see Brian playing some defense. Can he get a stop? Yikes. All that stumbling from a behind-the-back dribble? And he gave up a green jumper? Maybe our My Team correspondent should stick to my team.
Someone show me play 3. I'm
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers here at Moda Center. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Paul George.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Harrell. Then there's Warren, and it's Drummond in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Trailblazers, Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then it's Conley. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Fox passes to Warren. Harrell against Anthony. Harrell kicks to Fox. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy for a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
All right, David, thanks. Warren, good.
Now, TJ Warren trusts that shot. Trust me, fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
To the left wing. Fox against Conley. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
There's the pass to Harrell. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Now here's Drummond, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Count that one.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket. And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you can take it two ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Now DiVincenzo, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Fox with it. Conley picks him up. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And George now top of the key. Back to Conley. A three ball. Rebound by Harrell.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And so George will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. The shot will not fall. Good D by Drummond. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Powell. Right side against Fox. Fades away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebound. Hassan Whiteside on top, and of course Andre Drummond.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch two of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
Anthony up on top. He's defended by Harrell. Pass to George. Can they get it? Trains the three-pointer. George has got 7 points in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Passes it to Warren. Back to Fox. A three-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And it's George missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Powell with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. The second effort, second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here is George. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Harrell the pass to DiVincenzo. Now, here's Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Throw good, Fox. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. George against Warren, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
Now here's Ross. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Oklahoma City. Dragic taking his time here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Once again, Dragic in attack mode makes things happen with the drive.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Dragic, such a valuable player as a combo guard who is a veteran in this league. Unpredictable, pushes the pace, and does not lack for confidence.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. And the Pelicans also making a change. Bowles checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic. And so Fox will bring it up for the Pelicans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Here's George. The Pelicans make their last shot. That one falls. George has got 11.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
For the Trailblazers, Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Norman Powell. Fox against Dragic. Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Corey Joseph's checked in for New Orleans. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 3. He dishes it to Bull. Warren against George. And there's the pass to Bull. Clock at 6. Outside Warren. Over Gibson. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Dragic. Outside, George. The kick out to Dragic. Knocked away. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. No good from Gibson.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Warren dishes to Joseph. Pass to Ross. Lets it go from deep. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. Here's Caldwell Pope. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Vanderbilt. There's the dish to George. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
For 3, Ross. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pelicans trail by 5. Now, Ross. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And here's Morris for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And George, here we go. Back to Caldwell Pope. Gibson. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report had something like put a body on Taj Gibson. That time the defense did not.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 7-point differential. Bull with it, and it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Corey Joseph. .157 left in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Ross. Can they get it? It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. From outside the arc, he scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Dragons, averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know, in arenas, especially at home, the star players playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Now here's Ross. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the jam by Ross.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Rockets the pass to Vanderbilt. George, that's a two-pointer. Morris with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here's Warren for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
For Portland, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the Pelicans making a change here. Harrell's checked in.
One shot.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is DiVincenzo. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. Good on the bucket. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Sure. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Outside Warren. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Here's George. He's got 21. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Paul George. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Now Dragic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. So for New Orleans right now, Markieff Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Warren. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Ross in at the 2 spot. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Dragic has it in the corner. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Warren. Pelicans trail by 10. For 3, Ross drills the three-pointer. Ross has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pelicans. Conley, the pass to Dragic. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Dragic. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. DiVincenzo kicks to Ross. Anthony against Harrell. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes in. Fox has got 8 points.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley, if De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Harrell. Passes it to Ross. Shoots over Dragic. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Outside Dragic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. No good from Ross.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Powell kicks to Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Anthony. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And the pass to Drummond. Back to Fox. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the dunk by Powell.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Pelicans trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Down low, here's Harrell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dragic left side. Right side trying to break free. No good from Dragic. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. No good from Ross.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And now the Pelicans on the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Dragic with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And here's Whiteside. This one for 3. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. Dragic has got 5 now.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
Dragic against Ross. Back to Fox. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Anthony finds Whiteside. Pass to Dragic. Anthony trying to get open. No good from Dragic.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Anthony. Whiteside trying to break free. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Well, Carmelo Anthony operating in the mid-range is just danger zone. You got to put your defense at DEFCON 1.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Portland. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. Look at New Orleans. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, 8.5 games behind them.
And I think for New Orleans, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
Conley against Fox. Conley's shot is off.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Conley, the pass to Carmelo. And it's denied by Fox.
So much of defense can be attributed to timing and instincts, and Fox showed them both there.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Fox against Conley. Pass to Anthony. Back to Conley. Pelicans with the rebound. Fox has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
How about Fox getting up on the inside? Love to see the point guard rise up.
Conley feeling it out. Pass to Anthony. Over Harrell. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Portland, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. A different look now for Portland. Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. And Georgia subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Pelicans.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Anthony. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
To the paint, here's Fox, the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Anthony down low. He's against Morris. Anthony's shot is off. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against Oklahoma City. Morris outside. The kick out to Fox. Inside, Drummond, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And Portland making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out with the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
Fox against Conley. At the elbow, it's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 17-7 run.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Pelicans have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league, and Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role, lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Portland. And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of a string of 3 straight at home. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Dragic against Warren.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 8th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Dragic finds Anthony. Six to shoot. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the wide open shot from Morris. Wide open shot is on the money. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Conley.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
He hits both from the stripe.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Gibson. And it's Fox with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. That one's not going to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively
And I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Here's George. Good on the shot. George has got 29 in the game.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
Fox passes to Warren. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Drummond. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Dragic. Pelicans leading by 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw missing.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
So he comes up empty at the line. Trailblazers trail by 6. Outside Conley. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. George trying to break free. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The pass to Warren. The tray. Doesn't go for him. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for New Orleans. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points and quite possibly the fastest player in the league. De'Aaron Fox is a budding star. Does the Diesel enjoy watching his high-octane style of play? Diesel?
He's not just that running. He's in control. Oh, that's the impressive part.
Oh, I saw what you did there.
He's not just fast, Ernie. He's under control. That's the impressive part.
Yeah, he's a great playmaker, though. He doesn't get tunnel vision. You gotta get consistent from the three-point line, and then that takes him into one of the top 10 point guards in the game.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Whiteside, Conley out there with Powell. Then it's Anthony, and it's George in at the small forward. DiVincenzo passes to Drummond, and Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Conley with the three, hits it from three-point range. Conley's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox off to a good start.
Conley, the pass to Carmelo. Now George. Pass to Conley. The shot by George, wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Warren. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 10 points for T.J. Warren.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Fox against Conley. Floats one up. And stolen by Drummond. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot goes in. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ross is checked in. And that one falls for Conley. Now, here's Fox. 20 points for him. Pass to Warren. Tipped away. Taken away by Anthony. Whiteside dishes to George. Anthony kicks to Powell. Four on the clock. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's George. He's got 31. And it's in there.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Back to Fox. Stolen by Michael Conley. Passes it to George. Back to Conley. Anthony trying to get open. And it's Conley that time on the assist by George. Conley's got 8 here in the quarter.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
The pass to Drummond. Fox against Conley. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Conley against Fox. Here's Powell, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Pass to Harrell. He kicks to Fox. The feed to Drummond. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they're moving it up. And here's George for 3. They get it again. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
George against Harrell. Over George. And it's Harrell missing. Portland leading by 4. Pass to Conley. Stolen by Warren. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 19 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up.
Take a break.
And he's
Take
really delivered.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Goran Dragic is checked in for Mike Conley. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers leading by 3. Now Dragic, 5 points in the game. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And so here's Portland. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Here's Fox. He's got 21. Outside Warren. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, mid-range is where he makes his game. T.J. Warren excellent at utilizing that area of the floor. Offensive plays drawn up for him there.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
To the inside, and the jam by Ross.
Great setup there by their setup man and De'Aaron Fox.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 1. George double-teamed, and Dragic has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 4. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portland. It's stolen by Dragic. Passes to Powell. Down low, George. And he banks in the layup. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Harrell finds Warren. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, Warren is so hungry to score every night that he's going to draw the attention of most defenses. Such a tough cover.
The Pelicans have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, he's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
Both free throws good from Warren. Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside Dragic. From outside the arc, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Fox looking it over. Fox is doubled. Warren kicks to Morris. Sinks the triple. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Dragic against Fox. A second chance effort. It's Powell on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Harrell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fox passes to Harrell. Warren with the ball. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Fires from deep. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Kicks to Fox. Fox is double. Now the pass to Morris. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Dragic. Lets it go from deep. Again, Dragic missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates. Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Warren. Aril against Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Fox with the steal. Ross in the corner for the lead. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
DiVincenzo kicks to Harrell. DiVincenzo against George. Harrell drives in. To the left side wing. Shoots over Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot clock lead. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here is Ross. 11 points in the game. .158 left in the third quarter. Outside Dragic. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
Dragic against Fox. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers on D. 1:27 left to play in the third. Here's Ross. Rejected by Whiteside. Outside Dragic. Pass to Anthony. Feeds it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. Powell. That's good. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Here's Harrell. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Fox with the steal. Dishes it to Harrell. And the Pelicans miss again.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Powell
against DiVincenzo. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers leading by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, we've got Markieff Morris, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Fox. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Ross in at the 3 spot. Conley for 3. Ross grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Drummond. Over Conley. And it's Drummond missing. Trailblazers shooting about 42% so far. There's Dragic with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. The Pelicans shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And Drummond kicks to DiVincenzo. Outside, Fox. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Morris against Dragic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Even though he's one of the smallest guys right now on the floor, Dragic knows how to play big when he gets down low.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pelicans trail by 11. Up top, DiVincenzo. Defended by George. Fox against Conley. And Fox gets it to go.
Fox pretty good when he decides to use his speed. He's going to get the defense on their heels.
Outside, Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And Drummond throws it down.
And just a dynamic big man with incredible physical tools. Drummond frequently makes plays above the rim.
Ross with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Conley against Fox. Back to Ross. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Gets the pass to Anthony. Whiteside trying to break free. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Passes it to Fox. Back to Ross. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Conley's running. This one for three. A shot by Anthony, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's George. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Outside, Fox. The pass to Ross. Now here's Drummond, over by Conley. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist from Ross. Ross has got his third assist on the night. Trailblazers leading by 5. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Warren's checked in for Terrence Ross. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Here's Dragic, poked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Conley.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Drummond, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Drummond. Trailblazers leading by 3. Outside Anthony. To end the cold streak. Outside for George. George double teamed. Tries again. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's good.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
George against Warren. A floater. Excellent D there from George. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Fox. Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Conley against Fox. Oh!
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Fox passes to Drummond. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Powell, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Warren finds Fox. And Whiteside sends it back.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Pelicans trail by 8. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. And stolen by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. That's a 2 from Powell. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the effort from Whiteside there to stay after it and find a way to slam that one back off the miss.
Pass to Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. And the Pelicans making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Anthony kicks to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. George double teamed, and here's Anthony from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 11. DiVincenzo with it. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Second shot opportunity, and Harrell with the lay-in. Good.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound. Crucial to this offense and his production.
Outside, George. DiVincenzo against Powell. Conley, the pass to Whiteside. George double teamed. Lock at 6. Whiteside, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DiVincenzo kicks to Fox. Warren against George. Warren on the wing. Fires from the line. They get the rebound. Here's Drummond. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Powell. Goes back up. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Warren. Outside, Fox. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Trailblazers. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Powell. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Dragic against Fox. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. 5 on the clock. George passes to Dragic. Shoots over Fox. No good from Dragic. Pelicans trail by 9. DiVincenzo with it. Now Anthony defending. Arrow high post. To the inside. Fox. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fox has got 9 points now in just the second half. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And so George will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Anthony finds Dragic. Outside, George. Outside, Anthony. Pass to Powell. Outside for George. The pass to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one.
Well, staying with his man, Warren has the body to annoy shooters on the way up.
Got that one up quick. And now it's only a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
TJ Warren wants to score and loves the big moment.
Here's Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
George against Warren. Fox passes to Harrell. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Drummond.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
George looking over the floor. Yep, it counts. George has got 43 points.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Oh, and the dunk by Warren.
Game gets tight. TJ Warren comes through.
Trailblazers leading by 5. 103 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that one's good. George has got 45 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the game. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Warren, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Anthony kicks to Dragic. Pass to Powell. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. 23 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And Warren, here we go. Launches a 3, but they recover it. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. From deep, no good. So the Trailblazers win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.